friends, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Jamie and I'm a Singaporean Googler who loves all things fitness, nutrition and self-improvement. So in this video, I'm going to teach you how to properly utilize the Lat Pull Down machine. I've also put in timestamps in this video, so if you're just interested to see how to do a proper lat pull down, feel free to skip ahead. If not, of course, it'd be really nice if you watch the whole video. When I started getting into fitness, I was poring over many fitness magazines, books, videos or apps. I realized that all these pictures had failed to help me as a gym noob to really visualize and understand how to accurately execute exercises. I see this guy at the gym holding this and I'm like, okay, maybe that's the way to do it. Then I go to the gym, I try to do pull-ups and turns out I've been doing it wrong for years. Before getting any sort of personal training, I had actually been doing many exercises with the wrong form, utilizing the wrong muscles or just using lots of momentum to lift the weights. So I'm going to try my best to explain these exercises in a way I feel I would have benefited and understood when I first started weight training. So I'll be doing a series of gym basics covering a range of different exercises or machines in the gym. So stay tuned for that. And now let's move on to the next portion of the video. Firstly, what are your lats? Lats or latissimus dorsi? Latissimus dorsi? Oh, I don't know, I'll link it there. It's actually the biggest muscle of your upper back. And it's the largest muscle in the upper body, and because of that, right, they perform a lot of different functions. They connect at 5 different points, including the spine, pelvis, rib, scapula, and upper arm. Model here. So most people's lats are actually neglected, and this is due to the nature of society and daily habits involving computers, sitting at the desk, spending time on phones, and obviously with the lack of movement, everyone tends to just kind of slouch. And when you slouch, you actually end up disengaging your core as well as your back muscles. Sitting and standing up straight requires you to keep your shoulders back, chest open and core engaged. Good posture will also improve your self-confidence because you look taller. Plus, having weak lats will force other muscles to pick up the slack, and this will actually result in a lot of neck and shoulder tension. A push-up, I think, generally is a little bit easier to do, so most people focus on that, but then they end up neglecting the back. And this is actually what happened to me, as you know, I was never able to actually do a pull-up before last year because I've never trained my back muscles before. So subconsciously, when I am tired, I actually still tend to slouch. But when I remember, you know, I try my best to force myself to have like better posture. So in short, having stronger lats means better posture and stronger core, which obviously leads to really good fitness gains, and it really helps in exercises like pull-ups. The lats actually play a primary role in all strength exercises, even if they aren't trained directly. So for example, the squat and the deadlift may be mostly lower body exercises, but the lats actually play a really major role in stabilization. Alright, enough context, let's move on to how to do the exercise itself. So, Lat Pull Down 101. Before you start on any exercise, it's extremely important to, number 1, ensure that your body is warmed up, and number 2, to make sure that you either use body weight or a light weight and get the form right, especially if you are new to the exercise. This is actually to help you avoid having any sort of serious injury. So number 1, sit on the lat pull down machine and ensure that your legs are firmly planted on the floor. And next, adjust the height of the seat so that your thighs are pressing slightly against the knee pads of the machine. Obviously, this will vary based on your height and length of your legs. So if your feet are not actually able to touch the ground, I would recommend actually taking a booster of some sort to prop it below both sides of your legs. And just make sure your feet are flat on the ground. Doing this ensures that, you know, when your lower body is actually stable when you're doing the exercise. Number 2, stand up and adjust your weights. If you're unsure what weights you are using, go with the lightest weight and progress up as you feel more confident. Once you have chosen your weight, make sure the pin is fully secure before you head back to sit on the cushion, chair, machine. Next up, the grip distance on the bar. I see a lot of guys use a super wide grip on the lat pull down, and honestly studies have shown that if you use a grip that is just slightly wider than shoulder width, you actually work and hit more muscles. This is the grip I usually use, and there are quite a few variations of the lat pull down from narrow to wide, but I would say this is a really good place to start. Number 4, once you have the grip down, pull the handle down with the weights with your arms fully extended. Once you settle into your position, lean back slightly and stick your chest out. Keep your upper body arched, retract your scapula and your shoulder blades back. Number 5, pull the bar down until approximately it's kind of level with your chin, and initiate the movement by pulling your elbows down towards your pockets. Keep your feet flat on the floor and engage your abs as you pull. Yes, make sure you gape. Remember to breathe and exhale when you pull the handle down, and keep your chest, make sure it's kind of stuck up. The bottom of the motion should be where your elbows can't move downward anymore without moving backwards, and be sure to stop at that point and don't go any lower, if not you may risk injuring yourself. From the bottom position with the bar close to your chin and chest, slowly return the bar to the starting movement make sure you are doing it in a controlled manner. So let's go through some common mistakes that people usually make while using the lat machine. So using momentum, start small. If you feel the need to use momentum to pull the weight down, you're most probably doing it wrong. You may also be using your biceps to pull down the weights instead of engaging your scapula. You may need to actually lean your torso back a little bit more to ensure that the bar clears the front of your face. Don't rock or sway your upper torso to gain momentum during the pull down. The second common mistake is to actually pull the lat bar behind your neck. From a lot of articles I've read, they've mentioned that it's actually pretty dangerous to do this, and it causes a lot of stress on the shoulder joint in general. In this example, it's basically quite difficult for me to even do this exercise. It doesn't feel natural, so I'd advise you not to do it. Having too wide of a hand grip. Going too wide can also shorten the range of motion, and for those with shoulder problems, it's definitely a way to kind of you end up irritating the joint. So again, I actually recommend grabbing the bar just above or outside the shoulders, around here, which is typically where the bar bends. I hope that was helpful for everyone. Again, this is the first of the series of gym basics I'm trying to run, so let me know what you thought of this video. Please comment and feedback, and if you like this video, please give it a like. It would really mean the world to me. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the